Hello and good evening. We find ourselves now on the next episode of Faithful Fables, Week 12 against the New Orleans Saints. Yes, the Saints came to proselytize down from their bayou, from the swamps of Louisiana, coming to Santa Clara to try and spread the brand of football. But the Niners, more importantly their defense, spurned their advances and left them wanting. But in a more serious note, it was a very excellent game by the defense, of course. The offense, after a very excellent performance down in the Kingdom of Mexico, they now find themselves to be struggling yet again. It certainly wasn't for lack of trying. Lord Jimmy, 26 for 37, had to pass the ball quite a bit. But 222 yards and a touchdown to Mr. Jawan Jennings, which did get tipped, but a touchdown is a touchdown, as they would say. Elsewhere, though, the Niners felt that they needed to... I guess the Niners really didn't do much, I guess. Everything they tried, the Saints' defense, to their credit, was quite stalwart. Sir McCaffrey, 32 yards rushing and 17 yards receiving. Sir Mitchell, hopefully his knee gets better. Apparently he is now out 6 to 8 weeks. 7 carries, 35 yards. No, okay, we can ask for that. Lord Garoppolo did get spared an embarrassing interception due to a penalty, of which, of course, penalties were given out like candy. Some warranted, most of them not, on both sides, to be quite fair. That the refs certainly wanted to toss their tissues onto the field that day. But of course, the defense, though, the defense continues to be the backbone of the team. Shut out the Saints for the first time since 2001, which also was against the 49ers, mind you. A little history lesson for you there this week. Kept the Saints offense to a mere 260 yards. Shut out an opponent in the second half for the 4th game in a row. And forced two fumbles from Kamara. I mean, you really couldn't ask for much. One on the 1 yard line that was done. And to be fair, the Saints had a little bit of bad luck on their side, and the Niners had a little bit of good luck. It was a very timely missed field goal that certainly kept them alive for the shutout. But that's really all that can be said. It wasn't a very high-flying game. Elsewhere, the Seahawks lost a tough one there in overtime to the Raiders of Las Vegas. They came there, rapacious as they ever are, and went off with a walk-off touchdown. Thank you, Raiders. Something I never want to really say all too much, but we'll give credit where credit is due. Elsewhere, the Rams of Los Angeles are now pretty much for the gutter, and the Cardinals of Arizona are left wanting once more. Moving on, though, now comes the plucky but preposterously performing porpoises from the far distant tropical land of Miami. Elsewhere, the Niners do sit now at 7-4, a 4-game winning streak, and it's pretty much where the sky's the limit at this point. They're in control now of the NFC West. The playoffs should be in their sights. So I know I mentioned Miami before. Miami gets followed up, I do believe, with the Buccaneers. Then on the road to Seattle, followed by a visitation from the Flying Jets. But all in good time. For now, we focus on the Dolphins. But I do thank you very much for watching Faithful Fables this week. We do look forward to a very exciting episode next week. I thank you very much for your time and bid you a good night.